Hi, Scorpio. Happy November. Happy birthday. Happy solar return. Let's see what's in store. It's kind of a weird time, but kind of an exciting time at the same time. We have all kinds of stuff going on. But let's focus right now on you. Let's focus on what's going on specifically with Scorpio. Specifically with Scorpio in the month of November. This card. So your key card for the month of November is Temperance. This is what it looks like. It says, I am the balance of the mind and the heart. I think with my heart and feel with my mind. I understand that all flows through me, must move through both parts without needing the other to define its nature. I know now that balance is the key to personal freedom. I feel the love of the universe when I allow myself to live in its limitless potential. That's actually really that's really interesting that came up. As a lot of you know, I'm a Scorpio as well. I'm Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, so I have really strong Scorpio energy in my chart, Plutonian energy in my chart. And I was just thinking about that this morning as I was having my coffee and I have been feeling it a lot lately, the need to not get so caught up in the mind or not to get overwhelmed by emotions, but be somewhere in between. You guys know from watching me, if you've seen my videos before, that I am a huge proponent of balance. Huge proponent. And for Scorpio, that can sometimes be hard because we are a very extreme fixed sign. We like things that are black and white. What I have come to realize, Scorpio, more than ever in the last few years of my life, is that whether I like it or not, there are a lot of gray areas in life. It's not black and white, and nor should it be. Uh, you know, so getting back to the balance aspect, right? We know that if we think too much, if we overthink things, that we tend to get anxiety. We tend to get stressed out. Scorpios are thinkers. Our mind is constantly going, it's constantly analyzing, it's constantly trying to figure things out. And without the balance of the heart involved, Scorpio, not only are we thinkers, are we analyzers, a lot of times Scorpio really tries hard to make logic out of feelings. Why? Because we are a very emotional sign. We're a very deep emotional sign. And in order to try to have some type of control over that, we try to balance it out with logic, meaning we are trying to figure out why it is, what is the logic behind why we feel that way, right? That is why so many Scorpios make good investors. So many Scorpios make good psychologists, because we want to know the logical reason behind the emotions. It's more than just emotions, Scorpio. It's your intuition, right? It's your gut feelings. And it's really important to get aligned with that right now more than ever, right? To not only try to make logic out of everything, because there's a lot of things going on right now that aren't necessarily all that logical. We have a lot of people who are being very emotionally driven right now. And to try to make logical sense out of all of that is going to be very difficult. I mean, but I have my theories as to why, a lot of people are really acting extreme in regards to their emotional state right now. Of course, we all have our theories and everything, but the bottom line is, what is your gut telling you right now, Scorpio? And I think this is a really good card to pull coming up for our solar return, right? Not even as a focus of what we should be necessarily taking a look at in the month of November, but for the year going forward. We really want to try to bring in a balance, right? We want to bring in that masculine and feminine energy, right? The logic and that gut, heart, emotional feeling. When everything crazy is going on, Scorpio, that of all things will help you remain balanced, not only in the month of November, but for the upcoming year, because there's going to be a lot of changes in the upcoming year. And because Scorpio is such an intuitive sign, you guys know there's going to be a lot of changes coming up. Bringing balance into your life will help you get through that and help you remain in your power rather than having you be consumed by fear or anger or a lot of the other things that we see going on right now. Okay? It's the balance of those two things that will make you whole, that will keep you in your power in both the month of November and the year going forward. Okay? Let's take a look and see what you got. Wow. Oh, Scorpio, you can't make this kind of stuff up. Temperance yet again. All about the balance, Scorpio. You guys are power players right now. People are going to be coming to you. People are going to be looking to you for advice and for your steady nature and for your solidness. And the more that you can stay in your power, using both your intuition, your heart, and your mind, you are a full and complete person. I think that we're finally starting to get the hang of this, Scorpio. I think we really are. Underneath that, we have the Hermit, another major arcana, Scorpio. Okay? You guys are really going to be spending some time with yourself in the month of November and really delving deep and getting into some of those deep Scorpio crevices that need to be explored, right? That on its own is essential for Scorpio to remain grounded, right? A lot of people don't understand how Scorpio can spend so much time on their own, or the fact that Scorpio needs to spend time alone, right? Because we have to have time to explore those things, to really think about them, to really feel them out, to really think them out. It's necessary for the health and vitality. Five of Rods. Conflict, competition. Underneath that, we have the Five of Cups. A sense of loss, looking at the past. Wow. Next out, another major arcana, the Sun card. Beautiful. Renewal, joy, jubilance, excitement, the feeling of youth, freshness. And underneath that, we have the King of Rods. Action-oriented, direction-oriented, creative. All right, let's break these up, Scorpio. All right, so like I said, we have the Temperance coming in yet again, so that's a big message for us for our solar return, is all about keeping that balance between the mind and the heart, right? Being one whole person using both those masculine and feminine energies. The Hermit. Really kind of delving in and figuring out in the month of November exactly what makes us tick, right? How do we move forward? What's really important? What path do we want to go in? And when we reflect, when we use both our intuition, our heart, and our mind to discover these things, then we will be on the right track. Until then, Scorpio, we're not going to know. We're going to have a lot of questions in our head. And that's part of the reason why we are doing the Hermit in the month of November. We're trying to decide, okay, what do I want to move forward? How do I want to move forward? What do I want in my life moving forward? What's important to me? You know, without getting distracted by this. This might be a distraction in the month of November, Scorpio, or it might have played a distraction in your life. There's some aspect of this card with the Five of Cups right underneath it that makes me feel like this is a past energy. That you guys are thinking about conflicts and squabbles, and you may have felt like you lost out. You lost out emotionally on something. You know, because that's what the Five of Cups is about, looking at the past and looking what's been lost, or, you know, or how you didn't win, or, you know, you weren't successful in something that you were really emotionally attached to. And that's what your focus is. Instead of looking at the two full cups behind you and realizing that you still have plenty to work with, right? The Five of Rods, conflict, competition, pettiness. You guys were up against something or are up against something where you feel like you've lost out. And the reason I feel like it's a past energy for you guys is because you have the sun. And I think this is what really comes into play, which is why the Hermit is so important for you in the month of November. Because you're really taking a look at things and really kind of not only analyzing, but feeling things. And it gives you some answers and some clarification and allows you to be able to move forward and finally let it go. Let it go. We need to turn around and we need to look at the two full cups behind us and have a new and better direction and let any kind of spite or bitterness or resentfulness or sadness over things that have been lost and things that didn't go our way in the past, and move forward and say, okay, that didn't work out, but acknowledge the fact that there's a reason why it didn't work out. All right, that's important also, Scorpios, to acknowledge that there's a reason why things don't work out the way that we want them to. Even though we can feel a great sense of loss at the time, it's so that other opportunities can come in. It's so that other pathways can line themselves up for us to go on a better path than what we originally wanted. Okay. After you gain the clarification in the month of November, Scorpio, you are well on your way with the King of Rods. This is all about action and initiation. You guys know where you want to go. You know your direction. You have confidence and you have the ability to move forward, especially with the Sun card right above it. There's a sense of freedom and rejuvenation in the month of November, Scorpio, a sense of being able to let go of anything that has been restraining you or making you feel down about your past or your current situation, and the ability to progress and move forward, knowing within yourself that you have the power and ability to do that because you are now balanced, heart, mind, body, and soul. You are really coming into yourself in the month of November, and it's really exciting to see. Let's go ahead and pull a guidance card for you guys. This is such a good reading. I absolutely love it. It feels good. It feels right. I think some of you are really discovering what is important to you, what you value the most, and you're able to let go of things that have been holding you back. Finally, just completely let them go, and to actually be excited and motivated to move forward into the new year for you. All right, it says, dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are, without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flossomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect and human, complex or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Loving you like crazy. Yes! Beautiful, awesome. That's what I'm talking about. And Scorpio does have the tendency to do this, right? We get our heart set on a goal And we have that drive and that willpower to accomplish things. And sometimes we get so frustrated when that is not working, when we're putting all this effort and energy and thought into making something happen and it doesn't come through. Scorpio, it's because it's not supposed to. Let it go. There are so many other options and opportunities out there. There are, and I think we're finally getting this in the month of November. We're getting it. We're okay moving forward without the ideal. Okay? It's all about thinking and feeling it out. The balance, the temperance. I love you guys so much. I know you're going to have a terrific solar return. Mwah. Love you. See you next time.